Welcome back to my channel. Today we explore the value of specific coins, the most valuable 5 euro cent coins value in market. First up, the 5 euro cent from 2018 with the F mint mark. The F represents the Stuttgart Mint in Germany, one of the major mints producing euro coins since the currency was introduced. Although this coin is common, it still has specific features, minting details, and a small collector market worth understanding, especially if you're trying to determine its value in today's conditions. The 5 euro cent is made of copper-covered steel, giving it a bright reddish-brown appearance when new. Over time, it tends to darken, show wear, or develop tiny surface spots because copper reacts easily with moisture and handling. A coin from 2018 is relatively new, and most examples in circulation show at least light wear, small marks, or scratches. The coin you're describing, good condition with some scratches, fits the typical profile of a coin that has been in circulation for several years but still retains its main design clearly. In good condition, the high points of the design show noticeable wear. The numeral 5, the globe map, and the stars on the reverse may show dulling, while on the obverse, depending on the issuing country's specific design, details like facial elements, edges, or background texture may be weaker. Scratches are common on these coins because the soft copper coating picks up marks easily when mixed with other coins in circulation. In collector terms, good is considered a lower circulated grade, below fine, very fine, and extremely fine. It's a condition where the coin is still completely identifiable, but the overall appearance is clearly used. When it comes to value, a 2018 F5 euro cent in good circulated condition has a market price very close to face value. These coins were struck in the tens or hundreds of millions, meaning they are extremely common. Collectors generally only pay premiums for uncirculated rolls, high-grade uncirculated individual coins, or error varieties. A typical 2018 F5 euro cent in good condition usually sells for around $200,000, the same as face value, or just slightly above if sold in a group of multiple coins. On its own, the coin usually doesn't command a premium unless it has something unusual such as a minting error, doubling, die cracks, off-center strike, or planchet flaw. Those rare errors can increase the value significantly. If your coin has only normal circulation scratches and no special features, it falls into the common everyday category of euro coinage. However, it's still worth mentioning that collectors sometimes buy year sets or mint mark sets, and your coin could be part of such a collection if you group it with others from different years or different German mint letters. For now, though, the realistic value remains very close to face value.
Next up, the 5 euro cent coin from 2009 with the A mint mark is an interesting modern European coin that many collectors come across, especially in pocket change, travel collections, or mixed world coin lots. The A mint mark indicates that the coin was struck at the Berlin Mint in Germany, one of the primary mints responsible for circulating euro coins across Europe. While it's not considered rare, it still has a place in numismatic discussions because euro coin collecting continues to grow, and mint marks, years, and condition all play an important role in determining its value. 2009 5-cent coin in fine condition shows moderate wear across the surface. The raised details on the front and back start to lose sharpness, and the once smooth fields appear dull or slightly uneven. You'll typically see flattening in the core design elements, such as the oak twig on the reverse of the German issue, which is still visible but not crisp. On a fine-grade coin, scratches, contact marks, and small nicks are expected because these coins circulate heavily and tend to pick up mechanical damage from coin machines and regular use. For the collector market, the 5 euro cent 2009 A is not considered a scare state. Germany produces millions of 5-cent coins each year, and the 2009 mintage is no exception. This means that, like most modern euro coinage, its value in circulated condition remains close to face value. In today's market, a fine condition 5 euro cent 2009 A with some scratches generally trades for about its face value, which is 5 euro cents. In USD conversion, this equals only $300,000, depending on the exchange rate. Dealers who sell world coins often price circulated euro cents in bulk, meaning individual coins might sell for 10 to 20 cents at most when purchased singly. However, the scratches present on your coin usually lower collector interest, because modern coins only gain premium value when they are in extremely high grades, are proof issues, or are error varieties. Scratches on a modern base metal coin are common, but do affect desirability. Since the copper-steel composition of the 5-cent coin scratches easily, heavy marks can make a coin appear more worn than its actual grade. Collectors looking for upgrades or high-grade examples typically avoid scratched pieces unless they're searching for specific mint errors. This means your coin, despite being collectible as part of a date and mint mark set, is unlikely to bring more than its small nominal value. Still, these coins are excellent for new collectors, world coin hobbyists, and educational purposes. They help complete Euro mint mark sets, teach beginners how grading works, and show how modern coinage wears in circulation. While this particular coin doesn't carry premium value in fine condition with scratches, it remains a nice example of everyday European currency, and a reminder of how even common coins tell part of the story of modern Europe's monetary system.
Next up, the 5 euro cent from 2002 is one of the most commonly found pieces in circulation, especially because 2002 was the very first year the euro currency was introduced across multiple European Union countries. Millions of these coins entered people's pockets in that first year, and today they remain widely used in daily transactions. Still, collectors often take interest in the earliest euro coins, particularly when they are from the first year of issue, because they represent a major monetary transition and a historical moment for the European Union. Even though they are common, they still carry a bit of appeal for beginners and casual collectors. A 5 euro cent coin in very fine condition shows moderate circulation wear but still keeps strong details. You can see all the major design elements clearly, and the surfaces, while worn, are still sharp enough to identify the original relief. Because your coin has some scratches, that does reduce the eye appeal slightly, but scratches are extremely common on modern copper-plated steel coins. They are handled frequently, tossed into pockets, and often contact other coins, which means abrasions and tiny marks appear quickly. A few scratches don't make the coin rare, but they do place it on the lower end of the very fine grade. In today's market, a regular 2002 5 euro cent coin in very fine condition with minor wear and a few scratches is generally worth its face value, which is thousands of dollars. For most countries' issues, these coins are still circulating heavily. Because the mintage numbers were extremely high across the European Union, it's very easy for collectors to find better examples in higher grades, like extremely fine or even uncirculated. That keeps the value for circulated pieces very low. Even in coin shops, these early euro cents are usually sold in bulk, and individual worn examples rarely bring more than a few cents above face value. However, the value can change depending on which country the coin came from. Each Eurozone country issued its own unique design on the national side of the coin. Some countries minted far larger quantities than others. For instance, coins from countries like Germany, France, Spain, and Italy are extremely common. But coins from smaller countries such as Finland, Belgium, the Netherlands, Austria, or Ireland may have slightly smaller mintages, though still not scarce. In almost uncirculated or uncirculated grades, certain country issues can bring a small premium to collectors who want complete date sets. But for circulated coins with scratches, the value remains minimal. There are also special varieties or minting anomalies, though these are rare. Off-center strikes, die chips, or striking errors can increase value, but most 5 euro cent coins from 2002 do not show these issues. If you suspect an unusual feature, comparing it with verified error examples or getting a second opinion may help. Overall, a 5 euro cent coin from 2002 in very fine condition with some scratches is a nice early euro piece, but holds only face value unless it has a special error, unusual variety, or comes from a limited issue mint. It's still a small piece of modern history, marking the first year of the euro, which adds a little collectible charm even if the monetary value is low.
Next up, the 5 euro cent from 2006, a small but interesting modern circulation coin that many viewers continue to ask about. Even though euro cents are still used every day across Europe, certain dates and certain conditions can catch the attention of collectors, especially when a coin is preserved better than average, like the one we're discussing now. A 2006 5 euro cent in extra fine condition means it has seen some circulation but still retains strong detail on the design. The raised areas show minor wear, but the overall sharpness of the coin is still clear and attractive. Extra fine coins usually maintain a decent amount of their original mint luster, though not as much as an uncirculated example. In the case of your coin, there are some scratches present, and that's completely normal for a circulated modern euro coin. Scratches do affect value, but only slightly, because most 5 euro cent coins from 2006 are already common. These coins were produced in the tens or hundreds of millions depending on the country, which means that, in general, they are not considered rare. Their value mostly depends on the issuing country, the condition, and whether the coin belongs to a special series or carries a minting error. Without an error or a very low mintage, the 2006 5 euro cent remains a common circulation coin. In today's market, a typical 2006 5 euro cent in extra fine condition sells for around its face value, about $40. Some collectors may pay a small premium, usually between $1,000 if the coin is from a country with lower production numbers or if the coin retains unusually nice luster. But with scratches present, the value generally stays at the low end. These coins become more collectible when they are in brilliant uncirculated or original mint set condition. Coins from countries like Monaco, San Marino, or the Vatican can be more valuable, but regular issues from larger Eurozone countries rarely exceed modest collector premiums. Still, even a common coin can be worth examining. Modern cents often have varieties, die chips, or odd minting anomalies that can increase value significantly. If your coin has anything unusual, an off-center strike, doubling, or a rotated design, it could be worth more than a typical extra fine example. Otherwise, the realistic value for most 2006 5 euro cent coins in this grade with light scratches remains close to face value. If you're building a euro coin collection or just enjoy cataloging coins from around the world, this piece is still a nice example of modern currency history. Even if it doesn't carry a high monetary value, it contributes to a complete date and country collection and helps you learn how to evaluate condition, luster, and wear, skills that become essential when you move into more valuable a coin series.